All right, here we go. Game Recognized Game podcast number 17, I believe. I'm going to be talking about who's been taking the W's and who's been taking the L's this week and learn how we can sort of use that information to better our own lives. Justice, CJ, right after Thanksgiving, right after Black Friday, how you feeling, man?
And everything kind of feels the same.
Bro, I see somebody pregnant back, bro. What the? Okay. Someone's been on Amazon. Someone's been on Cyber Monday out there just, all wrapped up and stuff.
You got to do it early before everything, goes out of stock. So,
bro, I see one with my name in the back. I can't really see. I mean, probably the big one, red. You know what I like. You know my size, same size as you. So, yeah. I don't like the sound of that, man. It's supposed to be the season. 'Tis the season. You know what, bro? I'm not even mad though. Thanksgiving, Black Friday in LA is not how it usually is. But
so you guys are on lockdown, aren't you?
Yeah. Technically, you're on lockdown too. Don't say you guys as like you.
I just been moving the same way. I don't care what. I just hear what. Oh, really? This is a rule? I didn't know. Okay, cool. Keep moving. That's it.
It's just officially, LA County, which technically, I guess you technically don't live in, is under another lockdown, temporarily until the 21st, I'm hearing. And that pretty much just means very, very limited outdoor activities. So they're kind of regulating gyms, they're regulating like restaurants, stuff like that. So pretty much you can't have any fun. Can't have any.
I heard there were some gyms in Riverside open. Like people were complaining, like, "Oh, why are there gyms in Riverside open?" So I think it's just over there in LA County.
LA County, yeah. So LA County goes up to like, I think the line is West Covina. I think West Covina may be the Pasadena. Once you start getting to Pasadena area, that's where it starts getting kind of dicey. Where like, where's LA County end, like specifically? But yeah, LA, we pretty much can't have any fun. I still went on a Tinder date, I still do me. But what's funny too is, dude, I was at the Grove. The Grove is pretty much just like an outdoor outlet mall for anyone who doesn't know, right? So it's one of the more popular ones in LA. So I'm at the Grove where everything's technically outdoors anyway. And do you think that anyone's following any rules? Like the Grove has one of the biggest outdoor, what do you call it, like food courts that you can go to. And they kind of remove the seating and stuff. People are sitting on the bench. People are sitting on the wall. People are sitting on signs and stuff. Like people are making up shit to sit on and eat. I'm like, bro, this is one thing I don't understand. Is people need to understand was once you make a certain decision, there's always a consequence to it. So you took one problem and you created a whole nother problem. Like you didn't. People are gonna do them, and so it's just making things a lot more difficult. So now,
especially in LA, bro. No one's gonna listen. You just got too many. We got people who aren't from LA. Like the people who are there, they're like, "Well, I'm not from here, so I don't care. I'm just here for a party or whatever. Like I don't care." So they're just doing it.
You got your boy out here. Guess where I had the date at? So we got the food, at the Grove and everything. And then randomly the girl, I didn't think she lived in our area. She knew the area pretty well. She's like, yo, there's a park over there. We can go sit down and stuff. There's like a legit soccer park, like right next to the Grove. I've never heard of it before, called Pan Pacific Park. So I was like, I go there. I'm like, dudes are running a real soccer game, like no map. I'm like, what? I could have been out here this whole time? Like, now I'm like, okay, like, but then so we sit down at the park like it's 10 years ago and I'm a junior in high school out here eating this food and I'm like, all right, and I'm kind of like, I'm playing the game. I'm trying to do some chess moves here. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this food thing for a little bit, but I want to know, let's go DTF or not. The second date, I'm like, all right, trying to fill her out, try to see what's happening. And then, we're having some conversation, and then I start to kind of like, pull, really take some jabs and try to see, okay, what's what. Get into some certain topics, and when I'm on these topics, where it's going, and I'm looking to kind of feel it out, and then eventually she's just like, yeah, I would never want to do anything to jeopardize. I was like, I think I just said, hey, like, it's getting late, we should definitely, I know you like documentaries, so you should go watch that Travis Scott documentary on Netflix. And she was like, yeah, I'd love to, but, I'm never in this climate, I would never do anything to jeopardize my health or the health of others. So, it's just not a good time. Okay, yeah. Next time. I was like, she knew this whole time. So here's the thing.
Yeah,
here's why I'm upset, right?
True.
You're on these online dating sites and you're masquerading as if it's 2019. When you match with somebody and another dude, and I'm like, hey, let's hang out, like, do you really think I'm just looking for companionship? Come on,
I mean, you kind of messed up too.
How?
Because you said it was the second day you're still trying to feel her out. You should already know by then, like, okay, you should already know how this girl is. If she's gonna, let you, if she's DTF or not. If you don't know by the second date already, then it's kind of like, you're kind of wait. You can't bet on the fact that she's gonna be, down. You still gotta play that game where it's like, okay, like I'm gonna keep going until I know for sure. So until then, like if you happen to waste it on an actual in-person date to find out that information, I mean, that's on you. If you happen to get that information through text and you're able to save your time and money, that's a bonus. But about to say, you got to know. So it's not really her fault, because some girls are like that. Like they just want to, have some. They haven't been, in the, with somebody in a while. They want to just, talk to somebody, go eat with somebody, and that's it.
I mean, fair enough.
Girls are weird. Girls are weird like that. They just want to.
Yeah, they need attention.
They just want to go eat with somebody and be like, oh.
Just be they need to socialize. They need the attention. They need the validation. I get it. Your boy understands.
They like to waste their time like that. I guess. I don't know.
No, they need that. It's not a waste for time for them. They need that sort of simulation. But so you're right. Like, I agree with you at some level. My thing is, like, I like to kind of, I don't like to like get to know someone like on the text, by over texting too much. So, like, let's meet in person, because I do my best work in person. My personality. Some dudes, like, you're a certain type of dude. You don't need to do a lot of talking. Like, it's already done for you.
Okay.
Talking actually hurts you. But if you're just an average dude, you kind of need to talk yourself into a situation. So I'm like, all right, let me get her in person. Where I messed up was I had some misinformation. I thought she was in a farther city, so I could justify some reasons why she wasn't DTF at the beginning. But she was responding so positively to me, so I was like, okay, maybe if I get her out again a little earlier, I can probably maneuver the situation better. And that's where some of the red flags came up. I finally uncovered them. I was like, oh no, she lives I thought she lived an hour away. She lives down the street. So I was like, all right, cool, you live down the street. All right, cool.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought, okay, if she's willing to meet me out, I assumed that she would also be willing to do everything else. And she was like, no, I'm just willing to meet you out, but I'm not willing to go any further. I'm like, this rationale doesn't make any sense. And also, this was never communicated previously. Not on the platform, not through text, not even on the initial, it just never came up. The only thing that did come up, sort of, was like, just kind of like, oh, like, I don't want to just, like, hook up with somebody, blah, 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 blah. I can normally get around that. That's more of, like,
Which is fair. I mean, especially now, people are going to be, like, very, like, cautious, like, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, well, you're already on the date, so, it's like, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's just, it was definitely, I mean, I'll take the L on it. Like, I'll man up and be like, but something, I kind of needed some more confirmation. And I wouldn't know how to get that over text, because sometimes you can text stuff in a way where like it's so like uncalibrated that she just won't respond, and then you won't. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have an answer, but it's not really like if you're trying to like finesse it, you don't want to run into like a hard no where it could have been, you know, diverted. Yeah. So, because there's been some situations where I've had no, and then like, you know, I've been able to like spend, you know, an outrageous amount of time talking my way back into a yes. So if I can avoid the no, like, you know, maybe give yourself an opportunity. Keep yourself in the game as long as possible. You know, as long as there's some time on the clock still, you never know what could happen. Yeah. But yeah, that was annoying to me. I was like, dude, I know girls need attention. I know girls, like, they need it. It's not like, I'm not trying to be condescending or derogatory or anything like that. My ex-girlfriend, before we got together, she was telling me her apprehension of like being monogamous was like, yo, if I like we get together, I'm not sure you can handle me as a girlfriend. And I didn't know what she was talking about. I'm like, bro, you know, I can handle, you know, I'm experienced, I'm a veteran player. But what she was talking about was like, yo, like I'm getting validation from like 5 other dudes. If I just limit myself just to you, you now have the responsibility of providing me with the validation of 5 other dudes. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Instead of me getting my validation from one dude, one text here at 12, one in the morning from this dude, one at night from this dude. I talk to you for 15 minutes. This guy, but I don't really fuck with him like that. Now you're all those guys. You need to provide me with all the attention from all those guys. Can you handle that? That's kind of what she was, that's what she was trying to convey in a sense. So I know girls need that social interaction, but you also need to understand, hey, us guys, we kind of need our, you know, we need our side too. You know, there's a give and take here, and this girl was oblivious to that. So took the L, you know, and you know, you live and learn. You live and learn. I felt like the Clippers. I was just like, man, I'm up for this is, and he's like, I actually, you know, blah blah blah. You lose, you have the playoffs. So that was my my weekend pretty much summed up right there in that whole conversation.
Right. So you had the date after Thanksgiving?
Yeah. This was Sunday.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing dates, man. No dates.
It's rough out here in the streets, man. If you got something on the side, that's where you want to stay. But
yeah, you
out
don't
here
want
to solo dolo, it's rough. It's rough out here. Oh man.
I can imagine those are the only people, like when you're explaining like, oh, we were at the food court, people are like on benches, like I can't imagine who else is on benches, like unless you're out there trying to find somebody. Like,
no, there's families. Like there was a lot of people. Like it was probably like a normal day at the mall. Like I actually talked to another girl. I was like, man, maybe I should just get this girl's number, because I couldn't find her at first. This other girl who was actually going to go see, I couldn't find her. So I was like, oh, maybe. So I asked for help, and this one girl was pretty bad. I was like, she wasn't really wearing a mask or anything. So I was like, maybe I should go get her number real quick just in case. And I pulled back a little bit. So I was like, after the whole debacle happened, I was like, man, I really messed up. I should have got that other girl's number while I had the opportunity. But it's all good. Let me just pause it right here. Let me I need to fix the internet real fast. Okay, and we're back. I wish we had a cool ad to show you guys in the middle of that break, but you know, it's still rough. We still young.
Hey, shout out to Ashim ADT. You know, we'll get that ad in there sometime soon, man. They got a commercial out there.
Oh man! Shout out to ADT. You know, protect yourselves. You know. Okay, cool. So, man, you have anything off the top? I got a couple things I want to jump into.
Dang. There's.
So, hey, hold on. Before we go into it, I'm just gonna give this advice for everybody, because I don't want to just leave that rant at the beginning. Beware. Actually, I'm actually really curious how do you filter girls on text to know if they're DTF? Like, I feel like I can kind of know based on how they're responding, the length of the text message, etc. But what I found out is like I can show you my messages and stuff. I have like 50 different girls. I've matched with a lot of girls over the past couple weeks. I would say 95% of them have all been time wasters. They've all been girls who I just want to talk, or just like, how's your day going? So it says here you're a world traveler. I like to travel too.
Especially now that, and hey, it's a whole science to it. I mean, it's some people might not like it. I've gotten a lot of not hate, but a lot of disses and disrespect. Oh, this is how you do. But hey, it's a science to it. You gotta, especially in a time like this, you got to know it's a lot of time wasters out there. They just want the attention. They're not out there socializing, so they just want somebody they can get that attention with. It's not about, first off, no one's really trying to meet up because they have the excuse of, oh, COVID, and any simp is gonna be like, oh yeah, I can believe that it's COVID, which is it's a perfect excuse, and it's you can use that. Go ahead, by all means. You want to be safe, go ahead, and simps are gonna fall for it, and that's what these time wasters are. Those, and I'm pretty sure those time wasters you're talking to, those are the LA girls. Those are the girls who are coming out to LA and stuff, who are, looking for that dude who got a bag and stuff. Those are the ones who can afford to waste time. They're just looking for that attention. They already know they can pick up somebody. Once quarantine's over, they can go to the club and pick up some dude who, So
well, here's the thing. Here's my perspective. Okay, everything you're saying is right. Here's my perspective. Girls are bored. Period. That's it. And that's why 95% of them are on there, just because, like, oh, let me just see, talk to them, just have fun, whatever.
Yeah.
But
because you can't go out.
Another thing I know too is that, because the thing is, like, okay, if a guy doesn't have anything on the side, like, he gets kind of antsy, and you're like, okay, let me go see what I can find. I gotta eat.
That's true.
Gotta eat. But girls got to eat too. That's the thing that, like, most guys don't understand. Girls have to eat too. So I'm not stupid just to be like, okay, it's me, it's my looks, it's whatever. Those girls who are wasting time, they have a guy on the side too.
Yeah,
and
but
that's allowed. But that guy on the side may not be giving them, again, the attention that they need. So they need to go find extra, which is now the reason why she's wasting time with you. That's it. I don't understand this.
Usually that works out for the simp dude sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because it's like, oh, the other dude's not giving her attention, blah, blah, blah. You might run into the right moment, right time. She's like, hey, you want to come out? You guys go out. You guys have a couple drinks. You get lucky. Mm-hmm. But now you can't, because you can't go out. There's no, so it's just like over text. It's just like whenever.
But then get this too, though. Don't leave this part out either. If she has a side dude or another dude that she's her main guy, and it's COVID and they're together, she's not gonna risk both of their health for some random new guy.
Yeah, there's also that. There's also the fact that most of these, couples or whoever, like with main, they're hanging out together, like they're living together, they're staying together.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason for them to be like, even think about you, because they're with the person that that they're with. So
exactly.
It's
a rough one, dude.
Yeah.
It's a rough one. Like, you really gotta find. It's tough. I was talking to my manager about this. I actually got a solution. You're not gonna like it, but I do have a solution for this. I'm not gonna talk about it on here just because obviously I gotta save some stuff for Patreon. But yeah, I mean, hopefully when we have this Patreon, we can ask a girl, like, hey, what does she think about this? And see if we can validate our own opinions. But I do have my own solution on this one already. But let's jump into the news. Anything out there in the news this week that you thought was interesting?
Hey, since we're on the topic of dating and all that before, so remember last week, right? We were talking about Michael B. Jordan I brought up how he was people's sexiest man alive.
Michael B. Jordan. Yep.
So I'm just, doing my, weekly, looking through the news and stuff like that, getting ready for the show this week. And come to find out, and this is new to me. This is a girl who's new to me. I've never really, checked them out or really like kept up with them. So Lori Harvey, I guess Steve Harvey's daughter. Supposedly she's like she's popular, she's one of the A-list, or not A-list, but she's one of the I don't know, major catches when it comes to girls in Hollywood. She's Steve Harvey's daughter, so obviously she comes from money. But she's Future's ex. I guess that's where she's more popular. But I guess she was seen with Michael B. Jordan over the Thanksgiving holiday. Supposedly that should be dating. They're supposed to be dating or something like that. But yeah, it was big news. So I'm like, okay, why is it such a big deal? Like, who is she? Supposedly she's got a hit list of her own. We talk about dudes who, have a nice, hit list, of, celebrities they've been with and stuff like that. She's, P. Diddy. I saw she's been with Diddy. I see she's been with Future. Future's one of the dudes, that, does it the best. And girls were kind of, complimenting her, giving her props, saying, she's been, with the highest seed of dudes in Hollywood when it comes to black men, that she's doing it the right way. She's getting her bag, doing her thing, and, moving along. And the thing, I guess they gave her a dub because it was like, oh, she's the only one to be with Future and not get a baby mom. Like, she got what she wanted from Future and like left. And but yeah, I checked out the Instagram. She's cool. She's not like she's not like the top, but she's cool. She's cool.
I mean, just looking at the Google right now, are you saying she's with Michael B. Jordan right now?
Yeah, that was like the big news. It was like
possibly bagging Michael B. Jordan. I mean, I guess just based on the premise of the show, I have to tip my hat a little bit. And especially because
and the reason why I can respect it is because she's doing it, not under the radar, but she's not being sloppy. You don't see her out there like talking, about this other girl or, showing her like she does her thing. And she's not, she's bad. It's not like she's bad, so
I mean her dad he wrote that one book, right? Like Think Like a Man.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder how, like I said, I never really kept up with her. I didn't even know Steve Harvey had a daughter, like that. But yeah, so I'm thinking like, I wonder how Steve Harvey feels. Like, your daughter's like, she's been with Future. Like, Steve Harvey. Like, tell me, how would you feel if you found out your daughter's been with Future? Like, so I don't know.
I mean, she seems. Well, here we go, right here. This dude, look. Yeah, I mean, I'll say she learned a lot. She learned a lot from her dad. She knows how these dudes move, and she's moving up the ranks really well. Yeah. She don't really have to be doing this because she's already pretty famous, probably already pretty rich. But to be getting this sort of cachet like this is impressive because the girl's not. I'm not gonna lie, dude. She's not that bad. She's not that cute of a girl, and it's not that she's ugly. But look at this like hairline thing that she has going on. This is awkward to me. Like this? Do you see what I'm talking about?
I think it's just a preference. That's
what I'm talking about. Like this baby. It's like a double hairline.
Yeah, that's the baby hairs, man.
Nah,
that's the baby's hairs.
That's not cool. Dude, this is not attractive. How, like, she's actually an attractive girl, but this is just awkward to me.
So her style isn't maybe to the, that's a preference thing. But the main thing is,
yeah. But yeah, you're right. Keep it on the main thing. Yeah, she's trapping some. I don't even know trapping, but she's hitching her horse to the right wagons. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
Good for her.
The main thing is doing it without. And this one would probably be the best. I'm a fan of Michael B. Last week I brought him up. I was like, MVP of the week. And this is what happens. You become sexiest man alive. And all of a sudden, now you got
they on you. They on you.
Come on, man. Come on. Just a week later.
Now here's the question though. Well, so props to her because she got the sexiest man alive, but could Michael B. Jordan have done better? Yeah, maybe. But it is interesting. I
mean, this is the first girl that we've really seen Michael B. with. Because remember, I was telling you, right? I was like, he kind of seems like the dude who you're like, come on, bro. I expect you to. But now, so now it's like, okay, I see you. I mean, you got to. Yeah. Because first off, you kind of look at her. She's been with Diddy. She's been with Future. So it's not like she's been with some clowns. So it's like, okay, so you must have did something to kind of pull her. We know you're kind of a good dude. You're a family dude. We see the movies you've done. Justice or Just Mercy and all this stuff. And we know you're a good black dude. Did the Disney movie, Black Panther, all that, Creed, all that. So it might be the type of thing where Sierra left Future and then she got with Russell Wilson, and now it's like, okay. So hey, you don't know.
We don't really know. We don't know too much about Michael B. We don't know, how he likes to roll in these situations.
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about to see. We're about to see who's gonna
in the spotlight now. Yeah, we're about to see how we about to see how he plays it. So keep an eye on
Come on, boy. Come on. Need you to come through. Okay, interesting. Oh, let's talk about this. Did you watch the big fight on Saturday? So we have two. There's two things to talk about here. So the Mike Tyson fight, the Jake Paul fight, happened just this past Saturday. I got Mike Tyson getting a W, getting a win, and Nate Robinson clearly taking an L. Okay? I'm not going to talk too much about the Mike Tyson one. I mean, the guy went out there. He sold a bunch of pay-per-views. Probably got paid a bunch of money. He looked pretty good for a 54-year-old dude.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, if it was a real fight, he would have knocked out Roy Jones. The man did not throw one.
He didn't look like he wanted to. He looked like he was scared to be there.
Bro, look, Roy Jones was
he was getting paid though.
Roy Jones looked like he was oh man, he looked bad. I'll just say, out of respect, I'll just say he looked bad. But Mike Tyson though, he was only throwing body shots. You notice that? There was a lot.
Because he had to. They weren't supposed to throw.
Bro, if this dude connected to the head, Jones was throwing some headshots. You saw Jones hit him in the head. If Tyson thrown one, it would have been out, bro. You could see the power. So I was like, okay, Mike Tyson definitely did his thing. He looked good. He built his brand.
That's why he set it up. He was like, yo, I was still doing this.
Bro, that boy was. Regardless, it wasn't a good fight. It was not a fun fight to watch. But
it was like watching the Big Three. It was like watching the Ice Cube Big Three basketball. It was like, oh yeah, Jason Terry's out. But
bro, you did not watch the Big Three like that.
I didn't watch it like that. But I'm telling you, you scrolling through the channels. You on Fox Sports. Oh, what's up? Oh, is that Al Harrington? Oh, is that Big Baby Davis? Oh, let me watch this real quick. Oh, let me watch. Oh, is that Steven Jackson? Oh, let me watch this real quick. You watch it, you check it out.
Yeah. Why the Lakers are on commercial?
You see Mike Tyson.
Lakers are on commercial. I'll flip over, say, oh, okay. Are the Knickerbockers versus the Montreal Blazers? Who's? Come on, bro. No one's really watching Big Three. And no one, and honestly, that Tyson, that's the last time I'm ever gonna. I'm done. Are you gonna watch Tyson fight again? Would you watch him fight again? Evander
No,
Holyfield?
no. But
No, exactly.
that was a fight to see if we would ever watch it again. And now
Yeah,
we know,
exactly.
like, nah, we're
Exactly.
not going
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Yeah.
But Nate Robinson, though.
Hey, what did I tell you guys, bro? I told you guys it was gonna be a big deal. I was like, yo, this fight is going to. I told you guys, I was like, yo, that Nate. Hey, man. I was telling you guys, I hope Nate wins. What did I tell y'all, man? Now
I'm not sure if anybody follows me on Instagram or Twitter, but I told you guys, if possible, if you could bet, you bet Jake Paul.
Yeah, you have to.
Either
either you bet for Jake Paul, or you don't bet at all.
You don't. Yeah.
Now, like I said, I'm gonna go for the brother. I'm gonna go for the brother all the way. So I'm not gonna vote against you, but I'm not gonna vote for you. I'm not gonna bet on you. Okay? I'm gonna root for you, but I'm not gonna bet on you though. I'm gonna just stay neutral. But I'm gonna root for you though.
Bro, when I saw him come out in the New York Knicks like shorts and shoes, I was like, "That's the team you picked. That's the one you chose to rock with. You could have, bro. You were on the Magic. Like you were on a bunch of other teams. Like that's the team that you chose in LA. Okay. So already red flag right there. First red flag. Then it came out. The dude didn't even spar. Do you know what sparring is? Sparring is basically practice fighting. You didn't even practice fight another person before you got into this high-profile fight with a guy who's been boxing for at least 2 years. Then you're undersized. You're the older fighter, and then you're the more inexperienced person.
I was thinking. I was like, yo, if he knows he's under all those things, so he must, have some type of skill.
Mm-hmm.
And now, don't get me wrong. If he lost, I wouldn't be saying, oh, but it's how he lost. It's how. In the second round. It wasn't even like it went like 4 rounds, 5 rounds. You watch Creed 1? He lost. Creed lost. But we still like the movie. Why? Because at least he put up a fight. At least it still looked good. It was still, this was not, no. No.
Bro, and it wasn't, he lost. Like, here's how I would say it. It was over in the second round. But it was over in, like, the first couple minutes of that first round.
He didn't even look like he knew what he was really doing. He was just flailing his arms, grabbing him, and
he got knocked down like 4 times.
And see, my thing is, and I was telling you guys, I was like, he's gonna lose. Why do it? Like, unless you're getting paid like me, you gotta pay me like more than you're gonna make. You gotta pay me more than you're gonna make. Because Jake Paul now, and we'll get to it later, but I got him as I mean, no, he's not MVP of the week just because I'm kind of salty about it. But he's gonna make that. He's gonna get that bag. Why? Because now everybody's gonna be like, I want to fight Jake Paul. I want to fight Jake Paul. I want to fight this dude because now people think he's good. Well, he's not that good. You know how competitors are. When you see somebody who's trash, you when you go to the gym, you see a skinny white dude out there, crossing over all these street dudes. And then you're like, oh, nah. Let me get him. You say you want to get him. And he's like, nah, man, I'm done. Oh, no, get back on the court, bro. I want to play you. No, get back on. No, man, I need to go home. No, come back, Nick. You want to play him. So now, get Jake Paul. I want to. And he's going to be like, nah, man, you want to fight me? You got to put up that, put up what numbers you got. Put up the number. So, hey, man.
I mean, hey, Jake Paul gets a W this week. I don't care what you say. The man, he said what he was going to do. He backed it up, went home with the bag. Nate Robinson, I didn't expect him to they made a challenge. That was a Nate Robinson challenge.
Yeah. I thought.
People sleeping on the floor. It was bad, bro. It was not good. Swaggy P out there. The NBA, your NBA family was just like, this is not a representation of any of us. I was like, what? So now you're not even cool with, like, you can't even go to the All-Star game and still kick it with your boys anymore because Because you're gonna get roasted, bro.
Nate Robinson is taking the L of the week. He's taking the L of last month, the L of December. I don't care whatever happens this month. He's already taken the L.
Okay, fair enough.
Now you can't tell me how do you just sell your soul like that?
Okay, but what price do you think is worth it for what happened to him? Like, what price would you?
I said, now I can understand. Now, I'm not the type of person to. Now, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not gonna knock somebody because everybody has their own circumstances what they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
We know Nate Robinson. We slam dunk contest champion. We like Nate Robinson. The basketball community, sports community, we like Nate Robinson. I read one of his books. He's an inspiring story. Someone that short to accomplish what he's accomplished. Great story. But so I can understand maybe you want to go get some money, make some cash. But like that though? Like that?
Well, hey, think about it though. It's a
pandemic. Because what do you benefit? What do you benefit? What do you benefit from that? Because from the reports I'm seeing, because you sent me something, it didn't even look like they made a lot. To get embarrassed like that?
They made money. They made money.
Yeah.
But here's the question though. Here's the question. What price is worth it, do you think? Like, if that was going to happen to you, if you were Nate Robinson, what price would you be like, yeah, I'm down? $1 million? $2 million?
None. I mean, yeah, you'd have to go into the millions.
Yeah, so if I told you, hey, Nate Robinson made $1 million on this, you'd be like,
nah, a million though? No. You'd have to tell me a crazy amount for me to be like, okay. Because even then I would be like, it has to be to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, immediately. If it's like, if I have to be like, I don't know, then it's like, no.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, it was probably the maximum amount of
I'm saying, yeah, like I'm saying, like if you tell me, hey, you gotta get knocked out, but we'll go to the 6th round. Okay. But you're telling me, hey, we about to smash on you, like you about to get knocked out, like we're not gonna, like you're gonna look foolish. You're gonna look foolish, and you're gonna get paid. I mean, whatever. No. How many rounds? 2 rounds?
Here's my answer. Right. I have to get paid enough to the point where I don't really have to like get another job very, very quickly. You see what I'm saying? Like if I get paid $1 million, but just based on my living expenses, etc., I have to go find another job in the next 3 months, it wasn't worth it. But if I get paid like, let's say like $10 million, and that's enough for me not to have to work again for like 3, 4, 5 years or so.
It's not even that. I'm thinking I need enough money to just go hide.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to.
Like you can't do another commercial.
Obviously.
In 2 months, you can't be in the public eye for a while.
I just want to go hide. Like I want to go hide, but I still want to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's.
Dude, Jake Paul, this boy's so savage. This dude said, like before the fight, like he tweeted out like a day before the fight. First of all, the dude showed up with Super Saiyan, like.
Yeah, like hair. I'm just like, bro. I'm like, man, this guy's just and again. He got the Donald Trump effect. Like you don't want to like the dude, but you got to respect I'm looking at this dude like, come on, man. Like you got this guy comes out with the Super Saiyan hair. I'm like, that's a flex. I'm like, hey, I come out with the hair too. I'm like, but now he's gonna win, so now he looks good. I'm like, man, you got
he has the hair, and then he comes out and he tells Nate Robinson's kids, hey, you guys don't want to fight. And then you knock out it was just, I mean, I props to that dude. He did his thing, He got the clout.
Should we? I'm trying to see. Do we give Jake Paul the credit for the fight though, for knocking out Nate Robinson, or do we just give him the credit for finessing the whole, setting up the whole event?
That's what I'm saying. It's everything, bro.
Because Nate Robinson, he's not about that. he's not.
Well, now we know.
To say, oh, Jake Paul knocked him. I mean, that's kind of like saying, oh, we just put someone in the ring. You know, we gave him a week to practice.
Okay,
Paul,
okay, but let's not act like Jake Paul is like an actual professional boxer.
Yeah, but I mean, still the level. That's what I'm saying. Though, like 2 rounds, it's like, come on, bro. It didn't even look like this dude trained. It looked like they just
didn't train.
It looked like a ABC special, like Sunday night boxing on ABC, like some random dude celebrity boxing. Like, what's this, bro?
Bro, he didn't train, and that's his fault. Like we can't make excuses for Nate Robinson. He had the same amount of time. This fight was.
I'll give it to Jake to finesse it all. Cause
Jake almost got arrested by the FBI, and he's still went in there for their business.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's just been able to finesse everything, and so. I'll give him props for that.
I give him props for that.
And I give Nate Robinson the L for being the donkey. For being the donkey, man. Why'd you have to be the... Now it just makes... You know, last week I was praising blacks. I was like, man, we winning right now. You know, we have all this. And now he goes, does this. Sets us all the way back.
It's just one of those situations where you're just like, man, you need some money. Like, we could have talked about this. But let's move on from my boy. I don't know. Let me see what I want to talk about. Let's move on from that. I actually have my MVP of the week that I want to talk about. My boy ASAP Rocky. Not sure you heard, but he also is
we don't know yet.
Dating Rihanna now. So, and the reason, and we talked about this.
That's all we heard. We don't know yet.
Well, this is on People. Yeah, you know how credible. But I'll come back to this when the pictures load up. But basically, the reason this caught my attention is not just because like he's dating Rihanna. Like apparently they're the same age, which is crazy to me. But I just like the way A$AP Rocky moves. Like A$AP Rocky is a guy who, like, you don't like. When's the last time you heard about A$AP Rocky? Right? We haven't heard about this dude in forever. But if I go back and I look at like the major accolades in this guy's career, he is one of the most low-key guys in the music industry who's had some of the best opportunities that you could ever get. A$AP Rocky was I forget exactly how this works, or what title he had, but he was like the head of MTV for a while in terms of like picking out certain shows, or he had like a very high level role in terms of deciding what kind of content they're going to put out for a long time. That is random for just a rapper to have. A$AP Rocky goes down to, I think he got arrested in Switzerland, and then Trump got him off.
Yeah.
Random, dude. The president gets you out of like some country where they're about to like arrest you or something. Forgot what he did. He jaywalked. He did something. President gets him off. And Trump was like proud of it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, ASAP, get home ASAP. Like, what other rapper is getting that, right? Then, A$AP Rocky is like born again with Kanye West, and he's like, right when he gets back home, he's like a part of like the Sunday service and stuff. He's on one of the bigger tracks. I'm like, okay, what? Okay. So now he's that dude now too. And then, aside from then again, does he have any rap beefs that you can remember in the last couple of years? No, he kind of just flies on the radar. So everyone kind of likes him. Then it comes out that now you're dating Rihanna. And, obviously sometimes rappers, they get with other celebrities of similar status. This one's different though. Rihanna's not a normal girl to just get with. Drake couldn't even get with Rihanna. Drake's the biggest artist possibly of all time. Like, this tells me a lot about the dude. This dude must be cool as fuck, because she's not going to just get with just any random dude. This dude, that's why I'm like, dude, wait. I don't hear about any negative stuff. And when I do hear about it, Trump's getting you off. Kanye's baptizing you. And now the girl who chose you is like literally her Instagram name is bad. This is probably one of the baddest girls on the planet in terms of she looks cute, but also is pretty savage as fuck. Like Drake couldn't even handle this type of girl, and he's just like pretty cool about it. Even in these pictures, he doesn't even look excited, dude. He's just like, yeah, what's up? You know, it is what it is. Like he's been here for years. I'm looking at all his moves, like his career as a whole is machiavellian. You don't hear about him, but every time you look, he's getting results. And you're like, how the fuck did you get this MTV job? He's like, oh, you know, like I know this guy. They need a person. I stepped in. How did you get out of that Switzerland situation when no one likes that president? Oh, you know, like, how did you get with Rihanna? She has a very abrasive personality. She's one of the most eccentric women of all time, and she can have any guy she wants. Why did she pick you out of all the other rappers? You haven't even had a hit single in like how many years? You know, me and Riri, we go with like, dude, how cool is this guy? This guy is like, I'm like, bro, we need to be talking about this dude more often. So I'm like, I saw this earlier. I'm like, this is all the confirmation I need to know that this guy is cool as fuck. Like, unlike Future, this guy doesn't have a fuckboy personality. He doesn't really have that brand that's super big. His music's not super poppin'. He's just like a guy who knows how to win. So I'm like, every move I'm looking at he's doing, hey. And to pull this off during the pandemic, the end of the year, MVP of the week, bro. I gotta give it to him.
Well, we got to, the refs are still checking out to see if the final shot's going in. They're still reviewing it, but
remember a few weeks ago we talked about it with Selena Gomez and Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, but
this girl's so bad, the rumor doesn't even have to be true. He's gonna benefit.
Yeah, but for him, someone like him, he's already benefiting. Like, I don't think that's gonna like get him any new class. ASAP, he's getting like top girls already. And I think that's also another reason why Rihanna, if it's true, is attracted to him. Because this guy isn't out there chasing her. He's probably never hit her up like that. They've worked together plenty times, but he's probably never, made that type of like, oh, I want you type thing.
What you just said, though, this is how you get a girl like Rihanna. Sometimes people don't understand, like, they just think that, like, you can just go and interview for the job. But that's not true. The way a lot of big companies work, including, like, the Lakers, is, like, if you wanted to go to the Lakers, you kind of have to be a star on a smaller team first. Then we'll come and find you. You see what I'm saying? If you want to go get an interview on, like Forbes or Fortune, CNN, whatever, you need to be getting interviewed by a lot of other smaller companies first. Then we'll come and find you. Once you're sort of already established at a smaller level, if you already kind of have a couple of bad chicks, now I'll be like, okay, I need that guy too now. Because you've been vouched for. You've been proven out in a sense. But you don't just jump to Rihanna. You need to kind of like tell Rihanna, like, I got 10 models. So you trade your 10 models for Rihanna, pretty much.
Yeah. Like, this is a dude who he's had, I'm pretty sure she's heard. Yeah, it's not surprising news. It's not surprising. We'll see if it's true, but I wouldn't be too surprised.
We need to put this guy, we need to start following this dude, because I'm like, this guy is clearly doing something right in his life. Oh, man. This is interesting to me when I first saw this. I got to give him the nod for MVP of the week this week. Boy, is that Rocky. Other than that, I have just some other news to kind of start to close some things out here. Shout out, we got a vaccine on the way. I don't really care too much, but I do have some vaccine stock, as I talked about a couple weeks ago. Shout out to Moderna. Shout out to Pfizer. I'm in on both. Pfizer not really doing anything, but Moderna, what's up?
Okay.
Moderna's doing their thing, so I'm like, yo, what's popping? Apparently in California, they're thinking about getting we're going to have over 300,000 vaccines by mid-December. But they're going to prioritize giving them out to the people who actually are working the medical field first. And then I guess it'll trickle down to the rest of us if you want one. Fauci says by April you can probably have them out to everybody. But yeah, well, I guess we'll see how that what happens with that. You got a comment on that?
Man, it's
ready for that vaccine?
I'm not gonna be partaking in any of that. It's just gonna be again, it's just gonna be interesting, man. Another 6 months now?
Yeah.
It's gonna be another 6 months of I heard they got some checks coming out though. They may have some checks coming out.
What? Stimulus checks? From Trump? hey, your boy Trump.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know from Trump, but I'm pretty sure it's probably from the Biden. But I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's the same people in the government. It's not like Trump has to be there for them to do it. But so I don't know if it's going to happen after Biden does the inauguration. But I heard that there's supposed to be some checks.
Yo, hey, God bless America. God bless America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm all for the stimulus check. I did hear supposedly there may be like a bill that Kamala Harris is trying to push through where everybody gets $500 extra a month if you like qualify for a certain income bracket. So like if you're a single male who makes less than $70,000 a year.
Yeah, everything's kind of like there's no president right now, basically. So you don't know what's going on. So until that January, I guess we'll figure it out. But
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But I'll say, go ahead.
Yeah, all I know is Biden is he's getting a lot of women. I guess he's getting a lot of women into the office. All these first-time women, first-time Latino women, all these, in the office, And am I all for it? Yeah, I'm all for getting women into the office, but it's just it looks too like you can kind of it's like, come on, bro. Like, why are you forcing it? Like, why are you forcing it? Like, you're gonna get a whole cabinet of all women. Like, now it's just kind of like, bro, you're forcing it. Like, I can understand 2 or 3, but why is all of them like now? It's just because, like last week, they had an all-black referee team for Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? Why is it all black? Like, you're forcing it. Like, now it's just like, okay, bro, now you're just doing it to make it look good.
Oh, did you see that?
Just be natural.
Did you see that that college football game where they had the girl kicker? He did a kickoff?
I didn't see that, no.
All right, so I think I was like Villanova and some other team I don't really care about. Apparently, I don't know if someone got COVID or something. They brought the girls goalie from the soccer team to be like the kickoff person in this college football game. So she was the first girl to ever like do a kickoff. And she did like a squib kick, when you kind of kick it like maybe 20 yards, kind of bounce it.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, who cares anymore then? Who cares?
It's dude, they cared. Like Mia Hamm, Serena, like all these different people were chiming in, like, oh my God, such a proud moment in sports.
Yeah, I can understand. Like you have, but it's like, then kick a kickoff. Like, kick the ball. Like, don't do a squib. Like, show us you can. It's like, okay, yeah, so what's the point then? It's like, what's the point?
That was the only place she had. And the team lost. And the team lost.
So it's like, what's the point, bro? It's
they were all over it.
You want to show us you can hang with then show us you can kick a field goal. If it's like, oh, she kicked a 60-yard field goal, then it's like, okay, I see you. Then it's like, okay, we can now question. Okay, but if it's like, oh, she kicked the ball, it went 10 yards, yay! It's like now it looks bad. It's like, oh, if a little kid came out there and kicked a squib kick too, what? We're gonna say, oh man, you trash. Nah, you're gonna say the same thing. So now she's equivalent to your 5-year-old kid who came out. It's just, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those Disney Channel, like happy to be here sort of moment. You can tell that all the dudes look super awkward, like.
That's what I'm saying. You just kicked the squib kick. What you want me to do? Be like, now if she kicked it and it went 100 yards, now I might actually have a natural reaction. I might actually be looking like, okay, damn. You might see a natural reaction
too. So you were kind of like, dang, like I know some dudes kind of just like, man, what's she doing after this? But they lost, so I was like, people are kind of blown up a little too much. But I was just like, dude, why couldn't you guys get like one of the guy soccer players? Like, why'd you have to go get the girl soccer player? Like, you guys, anyway. But yeah, I'm all happy for the equality. Biden has a female cabinet. That's gonna make Kamala feel more comfortable, probably.
I mean, at least they're taking, most of them are in the finance, which, you know, women, I give them, they're good with the numbers.
Watch them get because right now the U.S. soccer team is talking about getting equal pay. Andrew Schultz talked about this maybe a couple months ago on why they.
I don't think they're. And I was thinking about that at first. I was like, that'd be funny if, you know, the women kind of, they're taking care of finances now. They just come up with some law that's gonna, you know, but that's not what works though.
We'll see what happens, man. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, you have.
I was like,
a lot of power.
Like, I was like, why is Biden putting all women into the? I was like, what if they take over? But I was like, that's not how it works, though. I'm not gonna do.
Dude, are you kidding me?
I was like, what if Kamala Harris? You know, what if we wake up one morning and we get some news like, oh, Kamala Harris and Biden went out to dinner and Biden ate something and now he's, you know, I don't think he's, you know.
Dude, all Biden has to be is sick. If this dude just gets sick, it's over.
Kamala's like, hey, Biden, I have this tea for you. I made this special tea. Here, just drink it. On, it's gonna make you feel better.
No, come on, bro.
It's gonna make you feel better.
No. But if the dude just gets sick, though, right? He's out. Because someone has to run it in his place. So it's not a good look. But hopefully things work out. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but we all kind of know. Here's another thing that I want to talk about too. This is pretty cool. What you think about these new Miami Heat jerseys?
Oh yeah, they're cool. Sometimes they try to take it too far, but this time they actually did it right. Because the ones from last season were already, you know, cool.
These ones.
So it's like, damn, those ones, the blue ones. So I was like, damn, I don't. If they try to push it, I don't know. They might, you know. But this isn't bad.
Definitely pushing it for sure.
Yeah, they're pushing it, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Because it's like from the previous one, it's like, damn, if they push it anymore, it's probably gonna look too cheesy. But nah, it looks
like
cool.
All pink.
Yeah.
I don't know, something about Miami. These jerseys.
But that's something. Yeah, that's something you can only wear in Miami though.
Yeah.
You can't wear that out in LA. You can't wear the pink. You can't wear the blue one in LA. You can't wear none of those Miami Vice in LA. You can only wear those in Miami.
Also, who's coming up with these jersey colors? Like this, who came up with this?
Those are the
press. I'm like,
I mean, those are the Miami. Those are the Vice. Those are the Vice colors.
Yeah, but like even the combination to do like this half and half, like
yeah, that's sick.
Like whoever's coming up with the jersey, like they're the only team that has cool jerseys in my opinion. Everybody else just has basic jerseys. Like, you know, their jerseys just whatever.
Some teams coming up. Charlotte has some cool jerseys this season.
Bro, those jerseys are the same.
Nah, they're different jerseys.
No, they're the same jerseys. They're not impressive at all. You would never just be like.
They're different from last. They're different. They're different jerseys from last season, bro.
Bro, how? Tell me.
Look at it. One got stripes, another one don't.
Oh my god, these jerseys are ugly, dude. They're basic. That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna blow your hair back.
I mean, yeah, they're not better than the Miami, but these jerseys are sick though.
Nah, dude, these are basic jerseys.
Yeah,
I would never. You would never go out of your way to be like, oh, I gotta get the Charlotte jersey.
Because they ain't got a player. They ain't got no players on there. I'm like, oh.
They don't got cool jerseys.
I mean, their throwbacks are cool. I'll get a Larry Johnson Charlotte Hornets jersey.
You reaching right now, bro.
Larry Johnson Charlotte Hornets? I'll do that.
You reaching. What else we got? We got a little bit of college basketball coming in. I'm happy about this. They had college basketball on pretty much every day this week, including like Saturday.
Well,
Saturday?
I can. Yeah, I'd be happy about it. I don't care about the games, but yeah. I get what you're talking about. I actually haven't checked it out yet.
You got a what?
I've been wanting. I haven't checked it out yet.
Oh yeah. It's cool because there's so many.
I've seen some upsets. Yeah, that's the only reason, because I was like, it's been pretty dry, so I haven't really been. It's only been like the NFL simulations and stuff like that, and Sunday.
Fuck you, dude.
And then, hey, those are easy. Those are easy.
Yes, I mean, you're the only guy. Even my friend laughed at you. Was like, I can't believe that dude's doing simulations.
Because it's like nothing. There's like nothing else to
bet
do.
on.
So it's like, unless it's Sunday, and I have like fantasy league, which I'm doing really good on too. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just do these games right here, like in coordination with the players I have on my team. But yeah, college basketball. I see there's some upsets lately though.
Bro. So your boy's been making some cash in college, but thank God. Thank God for college basketball, because it's definitely been helping me out a lot lately. But here's the thing I've noticed about college basketball. Random. Super random. So like, cause so what I was gonna do before, so I actually won like a 4-team parlay on Monday, where I had like some of the bigger teams in there, North Carolina, some of those teams like that. So I was like, cool. But then, I'm playing like a lot of live games too, and so I'll be like, my thing. I like to take a lot of like total score bets, right? Like, what's the total score going to be from both teams? And I'm looking, I have my calculations. I'm kind of doing my thing, and it'll be like a blowout, and then I'll take the bet like right in the last quarter. So things are gonna be kind of calming down a bit to be doing ball control. But these dudes, the coaches, they're subbing in like the bench players and stuff. These guys never get to see action, so they're trying to prove themselves to the coach and stuff, and like taking all these extra shots, fouling, like really trying to like go hard. They're like trying to push the pace, and I'm like, dude, you should be running out the clock. Like, what are you doing? And so there's one game I was betting on where I was like, and this is a stupid bet. Like, I shouldn't have done it, but because the score was too close. I wanted it under. I was like, okay, I want this to be under like 150 points or whatever. And then they eventually go to overtime. And I'm like, oh, crap. And then so it's overtime, and if they score 10 points within overtime, I lose. They play a whole 5 minutes of overtime, and it's like both teams combined for 7 points in 5 minutes. That's how bad the shooting was and the offense was. So I was like, cool, I think I'm out of this. There was one dude, I think, who got like a corner. They're down by like 2. Dude gets a corner 3 contested, and it goes in. They're missing every shot. And I'm like, what is going on? So that's what I'm learning about college basketball, where it's like in the NBA situation where you're just like, okay, clear situation.
Yeah, the situations are different.
Here, or you run out the clock here. They don't do. So you got to really be careful with some of these games where it's like Duke versus this team you've never heard of. It's like,
because dudes are trying to get their stats in. So.
Yeah, they're trying to like, make them, become a starter and all this different stuff. And it's just like, dude, just like play smart. But yeah, on Monday I went like 4 for 4 on college basketball games, which is crazy to think about. Like, I won 4 games and then I lost 4 games. And then I did like a parlay with the Steelers and the Seahawks, and they canceled the Steeler game, so I just won because the Seahawks won. So I was like, all right, cool. And then I did like this is a bet I just randomly came across. On Saturday, I saw that the Broncos, all the quarterbacks have COVID, and they still have to play. So
guys
from running back.
I had the Saints defense. Yeah.
I had the they did like I took a spread. The spread was 14.5. I took the spread on the Saints. Saints ended up winning 31-3.
Yeah.
Easiest money I've made probably all year. And the game was trash. The Saints were just running the ball. They couldn't throw the ball either. So the game was pretty.
Yeah,
okay.
I had the Saints defense on my fantasy team. Just man,
It was
man.
Easiest bag I could just pick up. So like then UFC, UFC coming through, and my boy Anthony Smith. I lost a lot of money on him over the years, but he came through this one time. So it's been good. I mean, sports. I'm like, dude, to have college basketball every day. I'm like, hey, this is. And then NBA's coming back.
We got basketball coming back. Anthony Davis still hasn't signed with the Lakers. Man, I can see why though, man.
But it's just an extension though. Like he doesn't have to sign right away. Like why would he? Like it's just. It's not.
What you mean? Why would he sign? What you mean? Why he signed? What you mean?
It's an extension.
Right away.
It's not like his contract's up. Like if he can't play,
he can sign to anywhere else. He's a free agent
after the season.
No.
Like they're waiting for him to sign an extension.
Yeah, but why hasn't he signed that?
Well, he's waiting. Playing chess.
Waiting for what? Playing chess for what?
There's a lot of things to consider. I don't know. All of these matters. A lot of money.
Oh man, that's crazy. The only star who hasn't re-signed with this team. Bro, come on, sign.
Hey, we need
That's why why you guys get Montrezl Harrell? Because you guys know Anthony Davis might not be.
Oh,
I've been hearing. Hey, bro.
Bro, we both know.
I'm not gonna say the source, but I don't want to put them out on blast. But hey, all I heard was Montrezl come to the Lakers. There's a reason why, and there's a reason why AD hasn't signed yet.
You know why Montrezl came to the Lakers?
Because AD's not happy in LA.
Because he's clutch.
In LA.
Because he's clutch.
What the?
That's why he came to the Lakers.
Bro, did you see him in the MP? They were saying, yo, Montrezl's stock has dropped. In the playoffs, the guy was getting smoked by Jokic. No one wants to pick up this dude.
Okay. That's not what I mean.
The Clippers don't want to sign him. No, I know. He signed to Clutch Sports.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
He's clutch.
But who cares?
What do you mean? That's the whole point.
So now teams are like, oh, this guy is not what we thought. Yeah, he's clutch. His boy LeBron, hey, you gotta come over to the Lakers. AD's not happy over there.
Who else is clutch? Hey. Who else is clutch? AD.
Yeah. But now they just got another dude. He's like, yo, we just got this dude from the Clippers, LeBron. This isn't how LeBron's like, no, he's our friend. AD's like, yeah, I'm not feeling this, man. I'm not feeling it. Same way I'm not feeling it too.
Bro,
Same way I'm not feeling it too. AD's like, yo, this isn't the Lakers. This isn't the Lakers I thought I was signing up for. I thought this was the Los Angeles Lakers, not the Cleveland Lakers. You want to bring Dellavedova over here? We got JR over here. We got Caldwell. We got everybody, all your friends over here. Nah.
So AD knows whose team it is. He knows whose team it is.
They got Montrezl because they're like, yo, AD might not be wanting to stay.
Well, we need as many clutch boys as possible, and we're about to get another chip.
That's cool. Y'all can keep those.
I feel like Drake right now. We're the dip. We already got the chip. We're the dip.
No, man.
The chip, the dip.
I don't know what's going on over there, but
also shout out to Drake and Weezy. They came out with a song that was actually pretty fire. So I was like, all right, cool. Drake's been dropping a lot of like bogus ass singles, that are super soft lately.
Yeah, now exactly. I told you he's been throwing some soft ass singles.
I mean, when you have an album called Lover Boy, I mean, what are you gonna expect? But like, he finally came with that heat again, where I was like, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, that was No Ceilings 3. That was that mixtape was cool though.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. Okay, we back now. I was like, all right, cool.
He was supposed to, I guess, perform at the Mike Tyson thing. Oh, but I guess the good thing that came out of that, my MVP of the week, Snoop Dogg, because Wayne wasn't there, Snoop Dogg was basically the replacement for him. And Snoop Dogg was like basically, the star of the night. He was the one commentating and all that stuff. And basically everyone was like, oh man, this guy should be a commentator. Like somebody get this guy a commentating deal. So we might see Snoop doing, some type of commentating. I don't know, but I'm all for it. So
I mean, Snoop works because I was listening to a lot of people talk about this. Snoop actually had a commentating job at the UFC. It just wasn't good. Like Snoop works because that was like a celebrity sort of entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't be commentating no real like sport.
Yeah, not a real, but that's what we're saying though. For like
another one of those type of events, yeah, sure. The All-Star game or something, yeah.
Or All-Star game or something like that, yeah.
But I can't have you like, Lakers Heat
in the finals.
That's why that boy soft. I'm like, come on, bro. These are professional athletes. Come on, you need to show some respect.
Like, yeah, and I mean, he's done it during like Laker games, like a regular like exhibition game against like the Kings, like something like that. But you're not gonna hear him do it like in the playoffs. Like,
yeah,
playing the Warriors or something like that.
This is serious. Yeah. This is But yeah, AD, don't worry about him, bro. Lakers gonna repeat. It's just written on the wall right now. It's very clear. If you don't believe it, come see me about a bet. We can put some money on it if you want.
We will. We'll see when it's next Lakers. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna put up all. Just make sure you come correct, bro.
Hey, I mean, Kyrie gonna.
Yeah, when we see Kyrie hit that same shot but this time over LeBron to win it, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Gonna hurt.
All right. Man, the last I don't even want to talk about this. Probably talk about that next time. But yeah, man, I think we're good this week. Do you have anything else that you want to go over?
No, that's it.
All right, man. It's been a pretty good week. Man, can you believe the year's almost over? 2020. First week of December.
It's been a long year.
But it hasn't felt sometimes it's also felt like it's gone by very quickly because we haven't really done as much.
No.
You know what I mean?
There's some years where like when people were like, oh yo, like this year felt like it went by quick. Like I get it, but this year it felt pretty normal. Like normal speed. Didn't feel like it took too long. Because everything I think back on everything it still falls into like, okay, that seems pretty like 3 months ago. That seems right. That feels like 3 months ago.
I think that's because there was so much stuff that happened this year. You know what I mean? Like Kobe died. Yeah. We keep forgetting that.
Yeah. But even then, like that's the first thing I think about because that was was that January, February?
I think it was February.
So it's like I think back on it, but it's like that was still pretty. It feels like February ago. Like February doesn't feel like 2 months ago. It feels like it was
a long time ago. Yeah,
far ago.
But then it was that, and then it was like okay, Lakers won, and it was like Dodgers won, and it was like there's like a lot of stuff that happened this year.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why it feels normal because there was so much that went on.
Yeah.
But just I don't know. If you look at it from another perspective, it was like I was at my house the whole time, or like.
Oh well, yeah. I guess in that way, yeah.
But I mean, started December. We got a couple more days left of the month, and then it's on to 2021. So it's gonna be fun. We got a couple more episodes of the year. We got to get that Patreon episode in that we've been talking about for everybody. But for this one, it's been good, man. We're gonna let you guys go. Man. Hopefully, I mean, we're gonna keep this thing going. College basketball, you guys keep it coming, bro. You guys keep doing your thing. Hopefully, I can talk about it some more next week if anyone's interested. But yeah, it's been a good week. Stocks, college basketball. We got a lot going on this week, so we're gonna end it there. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.